This video explains the reference method used to determine the moisture content of grains, based on ISO 712, as well as the recommended laboratory procedures. The Laboratory and Research section of Kett Electric Laboratory maintains a variety of test equipment and analyzers used to obtain accurate measurement results. This laboratory works with a wide variety of agricultural products from Japan and around the world. On a daily basis, experiments for data acquisition and examinations of measuring instruments are conducted here using these samples, and these activities form a foundation that enables us to maintain the highest levels of reliability for our measurement instruments. The method for measuring moisture content, as adopted as a standard method by an international organization or an equivalent body, is called a reference method. In this video, we will explain a reference method based on ISO 712, in which a sample is dried at a high temperature. This method, also called the oven drying method, is widely used around the world because of its simplicity, as well as its ability to directly and absolutely determine moisture content. ISO 712 is suitable for cereal grains such as wheat and rice, but not for larger items such as maize or beans. In the reference method, the apparent moisture content changes according to the drying conditions. This is because materials other than water also evaporate under high drying temperatures and long drying times. In general, as the temperature increases or the time is extended, the apparent moisture content tends to increase. To obtain reliable measurement results, the drying conditions are strictly defined. However, these conditions are not standardized internationally. This table shows the major reference methods and their different drying conditions. This is a flow chart of the drying method. A sufficient quantity of a conditioned sample is prepared. A small test portion is taken from the sample, then ground and dried in an oven. The moisture content is determined based on the change in its mass from before to after drying. The rest of the sample is used as a reference sample for calibrating the moisture meters. Use the analytical balance to weigh the mass of each empty sample can with its lid and round the results to the nearest milligram. This value is to be used as the tare value for weighing the sample. This is the main procedure of the drying method. Mix the selected samples in the bags. Take 2 5-gram test portions from each sample bag. Put the portions into sample cans with known tare weights and close the lids quickly. If there are preconditioned sample cans, add them to this group. Grind all test portions in the sample cans using the grinding mill. Return them to their cans and close the lids quickly. To avoid contamination by mixing samples, use a brush to clean the mill after grinding each portion. Use the analytical balance to weigh the mass of each sample can with the lid closed, with its ground sample inside, and round the results to the nearest milligram. Remove the lids from all sample cans. Open the oven door and arrange the sample cans in the center of the middle oven rack. Place the lids under or near the cans inside the oven. Close the oven door and let the internal temperature return to 130 degrees Celsius. Then dry the sample cans for 2 hours. After 2 hours have elapsed, open the oven door and use cotton gloves to close the lids of all sample cans, still inside the oven. Then, remove the closed cans from the oven, put them into the desiccator, and allow them to cool with the desiccator lid closed. When the sample cans have cooled sufficiently, remove the cans from the desiccator, with their lids still closed, one by one. Use the analytical balance to weigh the mass of each sample can, including the test portion and the lid, and round the results to the nearest milligram. Under ISO 712, moisture content is calculated on a wet basis. Formulas are shown below for with and without preconditioning. In these formulas, W0 and W1 are the masses of the test portion before and after drying, and W2 and W3 are the masses of the test portion before and after preconditioning, respectively. Moisture contents are generally calculated on a computer using a worksheet. The traceability system established through this reference method plays an important role in maintaining the accuracy and reliability of moisture meters. For many years, Kett Electric Laboratory has collected reference samples and performed the reference method to maintain accuracy in moisture measurements. These efforts have long contributed to our product's consistent reliability.